I mean, you could just watch it on stream side and get the viewer number up.
Yeah, I just feel a bit more up to date here, and I'm spectating anyway, so I'm not like speaking or anything.
Alright,
I won't hold you up.
I don't really see the point of it, but whatever. I'd rather have people watching the stream than just watching in-game.
Why would it make any difference?
Because you're watching it live, there's a delay on the stream, and also it sort of makes a difference. You can get more viewership that way. It'd be odd if you just started letting people watch from spec.
Oh, well, I asked Ray if I could before, and he said it was alright, so...
I don't know, it just seems unusual to me. Alright, okay. So, stream's up, probably should have been a delay on for about 2 minutes, and also some just idle chatter, but I'll start the stream official now. It's the semi-final currently, the second leg of it, between Cloaks and Ducks and Ghost Brigade, Azriel's team, and Halcyon's team. And the first match will be taking place on Ghost, it's a best of 3.
What were the 2 other maps?
I'm not sure as of yet. I'll ask Rain, who's the referee.
Oilstein and Balustrade.
Okay, so Balustrade will be the third if it goes on to the third map.
That will be interesting.
And Oilstein will get played regardless, which will be good to see. In 5v5 map can be really hectic in pub play. And this team, whoever wins this match, will go on to face my team in the final.
And the loser will go to the bronze match.
Yeah.
To face the Finnish head.
Any thoughts then, BK, about each team? Who would you put your money on? Seems like you seem to be a betting man.
I would put my money on Halcyon's team because this is quite recon heavy map, and this is probably Deep Frog's favorite. Like, he plays this really much, and he's really good at this. And Halcyon, he's really good recon as well. I don't know if this map is his like favorites or anything, but nevertheless, he's gonna do really good.
I definitely agree for Deep Frog. Playing recon on this map will be really powerful. I really enjoy playing recon on this map as well. Lots of dark nooks and crannies and like pretty unlit areas where the cloak is really effective. Also some like really quick ways to get from one side to the other. Yeah. As for Halcyon, I honestly am unsure whether or not Halcyon will be playing recon in this match. If they'll go for 2 recons with Halcyon and Deep Frog, I'll just leave it to Deep Frog. I reckon Deep Frog alone is strong enough to make it work by himself for recon on that team anyway.
Yeah, and Deep Frog has the experience from this map as well.
Do you think, however, there's something about Ghost Brigade that strikes me as a lot more organised. They might actually have sorted out some strategies. They spent some time beforehand in the Mumble server alone. Must have been talking through some strategies and stuff, and like they all know each other extremely well and have been playing with each other for an incredibly long time. They're all really veteran players, perhaps not the very strongest apart from like maybe Totha and Azriel and Marumo are pretty good, but Mega doesn't play so much regularly, and neither does Producer. On and off chance he does play regularly occasionally, I guess.
I think team-wise, Ghost Brigade is really strong. Like, they've got the thing like together, like the pack, and if they move together and use the Ghost, I think they will have really good chance on this one.
Yeah, I think it'll be team play versus individual play on this
Pretty much,
game.
yeah. And it will also come to that if Deep Rock and Halcyon are fast enough and can surprise Ghost Brigade, that might make a difference.
Yeah.
Like if Ghost Brigade just avoids being surprised, they will have a good chance.
I wonder if we'll see much support play though. Apart from
Yeah,
perhaps
Rake.
Rake Bob, I can't really, like really see many other players picking support. However, we have a theme which has occurred a lot in this tournament. Is if one team takes the support, the other team is then forced into counterplay with their own support, even if, like traditionally, they don't have a player who plays support. They need to counter their smokes with their own.
And that's actually quite interesting because Ghost Brigade played on Threat Blade, and they faced support heavy team on that.
Yeah.
And Ghost Brigade didn't have a support, and they were like in trouble, huge trouble in
Yeah,
that
I
match.
recall that actually. And when they did actually pick up a couple of supports, they did much better. They fared much better.
Yeah, exactly.
So,
And how it's now, because there's Rake Bob, will that make any difference
yeah,
in
have
this
they
one?
have Ghost Brigade learnt their lesson from the scrape by that they had with the support centric team that they were playing against? I'm trying to recall who that was actually.
It was the DGR, Team Gay Republic, I
Yeah,
think.
it was. It was.
It was like super support heavy, 2 supports mainly.
It's just some warm up at the moment. The game hasn't actually started yet. I guess we'll shortly confirm whether both teams are ready to play.
It is live actually.
It is live. What? Oh right. Okay.
Yeah.
I've missed completely the live text.
Yeah,
Wait,
I
is
missed
it
that.
street-
Okay,
my
so
bad
it's
then.
already a
Sorry
lead.
about that.
It's already a lead for Cloaks and
Agile streaming?
Ducks. No, I'm streaming.
Okay.
Oh, I didn't realize. I was too busy trying to sort out announcements for the stream.
Same here.
Please do.
So at the moment, yeah, as predicted, there is support play.
Yeah,
On the
it's actually
Jinrai
quite
team.
interesting. Jinrai is playing with 3 supports and 2 recons, and that's quite interesting setup.
Are you streaming Hitbox or?
Hitbox, yeah, and Mega is taking recon. Probably the dedicated recon for this team, but he already goes down to Halcyon, but Agio gets the trade. And they're playing close to the Ghost currently in Glass Hallway, but Glass Hallway is smoked up right now with RTJ and Rateball pushing down.
And there's really much firepower nearby the Ghost RDJ with MX, and
Yeah, there's a fair amount of blind fire going on, but through the glass.
Totalvex RDJ. There's only one more support to go, and I think, and it's Hyde, and he goes down as well. But then comes Rake Bob.
Yeah, there was a lot of supports on that team, and Rateball managed to like get through, but the smokes were fading on the Glass Hallway, and the other team were having trouble firing through the smokes until they faded. And it's difficult to tell as a support when your smoke is faded if you have your thermal vision on.
Vision on, exactly.
So like you
It's
can
now
be caught
Rake Bob.
off guard.
Rake Bob against 3 NSF members. What's gonna happen?
Yeah, is this the equalizer now for the NSF team? Rakebob does have Ghost in his sights, but Tother is peeking tight with only 20 HP and he goes straight down.
Oh my goodness.
Probably called out by his teammates to Rakebob. And now it's Marumo, also on 20 HP, 1v1. Will he try and go for the tie?
30 seconds left.
Oh no,
I
it's
think
Agile as
NSF
well, so Agile and Marumo.
Yeah,
versus
they've got the
Rakebob.
numbers, they know it, they fall back and play it safe. Which is a good move, in my opinion.
Yeah, they're holding spawn. They're holding both entrances into it. And Rakebob's...
NSF did good there. They wiped out 2 supports from the Jinrai, and they got the upper hand.
Yeah, Rakebob's not making a push anywhere, so the round goes to NSF. I wonder if Rakebob knew that he was outnumbered at that point. Surely he would have had his teammates checking the console maybe for the amount of frags that their team had got. And that's the equalising round, which goes to NSF. So back on an equal playing field here. Team dynamics and classes will seem to stay the same. And it's currently Rakebob really, really playing well for his team at the moment.
Actually, Mega was playing as a recon last round, but now he goes assault.
Yeah, he's probably finding it difficult to compete with Deep Frog at the moment.
It's NSF goes assault heavy.
And Deep Frog's got his sights on someone, and that narrow sight line just works out for him. And he jumps past.
Halcyon timed out.
He picks up the shotgun and gets the frag on Marumo as well after 2 shots. That was so hectic for him. I'm surprised he didn't go down. And Producers pushed up the new corridor with a teammate. And waiting for them is a Jinrai assault.
RTJ really bad plays here.
He pushes in at the wrong time and just gets taken out.
Yeah, 2 NSF members waiting for him.
And now the NSF team are spurred on by that. They seem to be peeking out into Glass Corridor, the main grinder of the map, I'd say, where most of the frags are happening. If we had like heat maps for each map, I reckon Glass Hall would be red hot.
Yeah, it's every time the same. Interesting place to go.
Got a support in the rafters, I think. But Hyde and Deep Frog have flanked, and Rakebob's holding their own spawn currently. Deep Frog's behind.
Producers are in trouble here. Deep Frog close by.
Yeah, he's close by, but he's got the shot. Yeah, he's got the shotgun. He's deciding not to take the fight with his low health and range with that shotgun. And instead he's gonna
something's gonna happen.
And he gets the 180 kill on Producer. Really devastating with that super. His shots are actually hitting pretty solidly currently. And now it's just
that
Mega.
Recon jumping on top, it's really hard to hit Deep Frog.
Ideally, Mega would want to be looking for 1 frag, preferably on Deep Frog. But it looks like Rakebob is now pushing behind him through New Corridor, but Mega pushes into the Tachikoma room just in time.
What's gonna happen now?
Rakebob hot on his heels. And he sees Deep Frog, but now while he's reloading, will Rakebob go for the kill? He doesn't know where he is. He's looking for him, but he doesn't know where he is. He's got his back to him.
Just right behind the corner. And Mega surprises Rakebob.
Really, really slow by Rakebob then. Mega gets the frag on Deep Frog, and there must have been no call, and there's a pause currently called by one of the teams.
Yeah, Halcyon timed out, so Jinrai wants to get the match on pause and get him back.
And that's 3-2 to
That's
NSF.
quite vital.
It was badly played by Rakebob then, but really well played by Mega. Good use of the cloak then.
There might have been some misunderstanding in the comms. Like when Rakebob came in, he didn't really know what's going on and where's the guy.
There potentially was a call for Tachikoma room, and there's 2 Tachikoma rooms. There's one with a slightly more animated Tachikoma, the white one over in the eastern corner, and obviously the one with 3 in it on the closer to the middle side.
Yeah.
And he may have like heard the call for Tachikoma room and looked in the wrong one. But considering where Deep Frog was killed, that should have been telling as to where Mega's position was. But fortunately, during his reload, he got the cloak on, and when Rakebob did turn around and search, he couldn't see him.
It was interesting where Mega was. Like, he wasn't behind the Tachikoma, which could have been like smart place. But he was in front of that and quite risky.
What could have happened then potentially, because the support has no easy way to see cloaked people who are still, his silhouette may have been broken up by standing in front of the Tachikoma, making it more difficult to see his cloak, even like with vision mode, regardless of that. So maybe like incidentally, cover may have been nice, but it might have been the better option actually to have just stood his ground, and he did that and got the frag.
Yeah, it was good play by Mega, just standing still, crouched, and wait for Rakebob. I must say that NSF got a bit lucky there though. That Halcyon dropped, and they had one man extra for the round, and that should have been like quite a good advantage, but they were still losing. And but Mega pulled out that deep frog frag at the end, and they made it.
Halcyon timed out briefly then, and the round has started. He manages to spawn in just in time for the round start. And that slight confusion may give the NSF the upper hand. It's never nice to have a teammate disconnect at the beginning of a round. When you
there's some
spawn in
change.
finally, there might be
Halcyon
some
is
confusion.
playing assault now.
Yeah, I figured this might happen and just leave the recon play to Deepfrog, who goes down to Agile's shotgun straight away.
Really
Agile's,
important frag there.
yeah, Agile's not letting him get hold of that shotgun this time. And Producer's already taken some damage, but he's slowly scanning the rafters above him, up in the ghost room.
Halcyon is holding the ghost way back, nearby the Jinrai spawn.
Yeah, and there's a push into glass hallway. With new corridor taken by support, and no one actually in the glass hallway itself. It's actually another support holding the back entrance to it. There's conflict here in the cargo room, and Agile takes down another player with his shotgun.
Mega in really low health here.
However, NSF do have the numbers and the lead currently, and this round is
But
really
Agile is
important.
in trouble. There's two Jinrai members waiting for him, but he takes Halcyon.
Yeah, that shotgun's
Surprises
really
him.
working for him, especially at range as well. Like, he looked down onto the rafters from him, must have got him from quite a distance with the shotgun. And he's pushing
And,
now with his knife out, going straight for the ghost. Will he go for the cap? Rake Bob's there, but is he too slow?
He's too late.
He might not have the right sight line for this. Does he
Really
get the
good
frag?
play by NSF.
There's two. No, the ghost cap is going to the NSF team, and that is a strong lead now with a ghost cap, with most of their team alive.
Agile played really well there, taking out Deep Frog, then Halcyon later on.
That is, yeah, that is,
Also took RTJ nearby the truck room.
and that's a lieutenant for Agile, so he has the pick of the SRS or AA. He is partial to the SRS, and 3 sergeants now, so their assaults can now take MXs and use that firepower against the supports.
Halcyon goes back to recon. Quite interesting there. RTJ goes assault. There's some mixture on the team formation.
Yeah, Deep Frog's also choosing the ZR carbine. Maybe, I'm not quite sure why. Maybe he prefers that slightly higher fire rate it has over the G-scoped rather than having a suppressor. And he pushes now into the corridor and sees an NSF member and just runs away, placing down a deck pat behind him, so he can't be chased. And now it's Producer now who has the super. What weapon did Agile end up going for? Agile ended up going for the SRS. Not massively effective against supports. They can tank 3 hits at most, I think. But definitely will be a pain if he does manage to land a few hits.
I think Jinrai knows this SRS business because they are holding back so tight.
Yeah. Most players are familiar with Agile using the SRS, but he's getting some bullets taken by Halcyon. He's fallen back into his main hall. And D-Frog's not really done much this round. He's playing back.
I'm wondering
not pushing
if
in.
he's scared.
That SRS will take him down in one shot, so maybe he might be a bit cautious.
Yeah.
There's a grenade there by Producer. Will it get the frag? No, it bounces just back out of the cubby hole. And he traces a player going into the control room, and he gets him with the shotgun.
Halcyon
The
goes
shotgun's really
down.
working.
Yeah, so shotgun seems to work for NSF last round and this round.
Hyde's heavily damaged as well. That support health not really in his favor anymore. He pushes out regardless though. Pretty intent on getting a kill to even up the odds currently. Because this round, next round could just
Deep
go.
Rock going a flank, takes Mega and steals the MX, or goes down straight away by top hat.
Yeah, these recon rushes aren't working. NSF are playing way too tight to each other. Deep Rock can get 1 kill, but doesn't necessarily mean he'll follow it with a second. And throwing
Yeah,
yourself
this
as
is
a
what I-
recon into trades just repeatedly won't get your team very far.
Yeah, and you are really vulnerable to the attacks of the assaults.
Yeah. You don't want to trade yourself as recon. It kind of makes the whole exercise redundant. You want to get kills and fall back as soon as you can.
Exactly.
In pub play, you're like a little bit more leeway to keep pushing, and the time goes out. And that's 5-2 now to NSF. This strong team play actually really coming through, denying their
Yeah, it
recons any
is.
play.
And it seems they don't like require support on this map, even though Rake Bob is playing support hide as well. But
Yeah,
nevertheless, NSF can go just fully assault and make really well.
it goes to show.
And it seems that what we thought that if NSF plays as a team, keep it tight and keep it going like together, and they can really do well and they can win.
Just having to reconnect right now. I've been getting occasional like connection drops for like no reason lately.
Like, you
Like
dropped
only for
out from the game.
yeah, only for like in game really. It's really
Or
quite
Agil takes
frustrating.
Halcyon and RTJ suicides himself. Like, this is quite weird. Probably a grenade. Looks really bad for the Jinrai.
And for some reason the game won't start up.
Heavy fighting on the glass corridor.
Yeah,
Deep
sorry
Rock
about that.
doing his magic. Getting 2 fast kills there.
Thanks, University Keycom VPN.
It seems that NSF got an extra player. Teams are even now. 3-2.
Right, so yeah, we're back in teams. It's 3v3 currently.
Yeah.
Or-
Deep Rock just evened out. RDJ made a team kill, suicide by grenade.
Rua's out of ammo but takes down Deep Frog with the Tachi instead. That was so close. Deep Frog feeling the pain now from that.
Quick
He wanted that
change.
frag and now it's Agile with the SRS versus Rake Bob. He needs maybe 1 or 2 hits to get Rake Bob out here. One more hit, he's on 16 HP. Maruma's only on
Maruma
4.
staying back.
Yeah, Maruma's not going to take this fight right now. It's just down to Agile to keep Rake Bob at bay, who's now currently out of smoke grenades. He cannot push without being seen. No cloak, no nothing.
Rake Bob falling back, but he's got no effort to do this.
Yeah, he's running away. Like, this is probably a bad move. He's looking for a flank, but it's not going to happen. He's not going to catch a kill on the backside here.
And Maruma is back at this spawn. There's no way he's gonna catch him.
Yep, not enough time to make his way back to Agile. He didn't try and go for the kill. Didn't try to pre-fire him either. Wasn't quite too sure of his position. And that's now 6-2 to NSF.
Really strong play by NSF here.
Yeah, and I was going to say a second ago, like, testament to Ghost, like, being such a large map but not having really long sight lines, making supports not quite as strong as they would be on other maps. The counterplay doesn't seem to be needed quite so heavily. And there's a weapon trade here. Deep Frog
And there's-
getting the MX. This might turn the table a little bit if Deep Frog can go off now.
NSF still counting on the heavy assault. Everybody choosing the assault class.
Deep Frog places the debt down and takes a passive position, surprising given his weaponry and given the desperate situation his team's in. He's playing defensively, playing cautious, but now's not the time with such a strong lead. But RTJ now has the Ghost, and they're gonna push it up instead of just calling out just with it. They're gonna try and make their way
This
towards.
can be interesting. What can Jinrai do with the Ghost? Will that work for the advantage?
Oh, the Warbang area on the other end of the Ghost corridor is being spammed a lot by both producer and the support on the other side. Not quite sure who that was. I think that might have been Rake Bob. No, it wasn't Rake Bob, it was Hyde, who's hiding
Yeah,
in the
Hyde.
smoke currently.
Smoke going off, he's at the Raft bus.
Yeah, there's lots of spamming going on here, trying to get the warbang damage.
Yeah, Mega against Hyde. Oh, Deep Frog takes with that dead pack, produces Sun,
Yeah, that pack eventually working.
and
Default
takes
goes for the
Maruma.
follow-up kill. There we go. That's what he needed. Now he needs more follow-up kills. Will he go on a roll now? Try and get some frags. TJ pushing up with the ghost really dangerously there. He takes some client side hits, but
RTJ is completely alone at the truck room with the ghost, like.
yeah, Deep Frog followed it up with a
Yeah,
third frag now, clearing the way for RTJ with the ghost.
but it
Grenade
seems
out.
that they're trying to push it now.
Yeah, they fall back a little bit. They have the numbers now actually, so maybe they're trying
Yeah,
to...
lure them out and take them out.
Yeah, this is cautious play. Zanchi tactics coined now.
But can't really blame Jinrai for this. They need this. They need to win.
Yeah, they can... We can forgive them for trying to play it a bit more lame currently with that lead they need to the rounds. And now it's only both of them, both Mega and Agile now pushing up, but it's too late. 3 seconds.
Yeah, there's no time.
And we'll see one post-round frag on Agile.
Hard DJ getting sweet Kyla kill there.
And the Kyla kill.
Shooting the body as well.
Yeah, those post-round kills helping a lot as well. Deep Frog nearing his way towards Lieutenant. 1 point off for that super for Recon. It's going to be pretty crushing for him. But he'll probably get the weapon trade again this round.
Quite likely.
And Agile's now decided to sub out his SRS for the AA.
Deep Rock having the cheetah.
Yeah. So he's not going for the weapon trade, he's just going for the more resilient and versatile Recon weapon. And Halcyon is also still playing Recon.
RDJ going support now.
Yeah, 3 supports and 2 Recons
Yeah.
is a really interesting play. I mean, my team's been using it and it's worked out so well for my team so far. And Deep Frog gets a frag, taking minimal damage. He can go for another
Producer
frag
Sand
after
playing
this.
support as well.
Yeah, maybe he's getting tired of having those sightlines locked down. And
Tota
Toffa,
taking RDJ, nice.
yeah, he's got the defensive kill and gets scared off by the sound of a grenade. Doesn't explode.
Halcyon pushing at the tube. Is he going for a flank?
Yeah, he's trying to jump.
Gets caught.
Yeah, he's not nailing the crouch jump there. And he takes lots of damage without getting anywhere or any
Yeah,
kills.
some technical difficulties there.
Yeah, it's just high enough for the Recon to like have to crouch jump, which is like an initial crouch and then jump, instead of just like jumping and then crouching, like mantling yourself onto something. That AA trying to work at range against that support, but it might not be the right weapon for the situation. New corridor now. Seeing some action. And
Agile
Agile
takes
gets
Halcyon.
flanked, yeah, and takes.
Tota takes Defrog, it looks really bad. And there we go, Maruma takes Hyde.
Yeah, NSF pushed up onto the
7-3 to
threshold.
NSF. To be honest, this is a bit weird. I was betting more money on Jinrai here.
But team play is really working out for NSF. As producer pointed out then, he's getting so many assists, which is really attributed to good team play. If you're getting a player who's getting a lot of assists, that happened for our team to some degree with Lissan and his ZR Long. He got a lot of assist points but no actual kills.